Hello and welcome back to Diamond Shine with Shanta. Today I'm going to be doing a whip and chat. I am still working on, I think it's called Back to Wonderland by Enes Guerrero. I started this one October 10th. This is my second section. I finished one section, and then after this one is one more section to go. It's going slower than I anticipated, but I think it's just because it's not a kid I really just love anymore. But I'm making myself do it because I purchased it and I have tried to sell it even for dirt cheap and nobody was biting. So I said, you know what? You bought it, you do it. So I've been looking at some of the kits I have in my D stash pile, and I've been, especially most of them are round kits just to start off with. I have a few squares, but most of the squares I have are from mystery boxes I have purchased. But And I think sometime next year I want to work on Sail Away by Randall Spangler because I can't sell that one either to save my life. And I'm like, you know what, Shanta, just do the painting. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, it's kind of slow going. I should have been done with this, especially since I've been on vacation this week. And I got a whole nother. Well, at first I was going to start a new Halloween painting, like from the Halloween drop of the mystery box. But especially now, with the time constraints and it's taking me so long to finish this one, I'm thinking about just working on Waiting for Love still. That's the skeleton woman. I don't know if you've been watching my videos. If not, I have an unboxing of her, and I've also showed her in a few, um probably in a few WIP videos. So I'm trying to get this one kind of knocked out. And my ruler is raggedy because it's starting to rip up. I think I got one more. And then after that one is messed up, I'm gonna have to go get me. I used to try get them from Temu, but with the shipping, I hadn't even tried to even look at Temu. So I guess I'm gonna have to order from Amazon. Amazon is not nearly as cheap as Temu, but how can I do a round paint without a ruler? People that do it, I commend you, because I cannot do it. And Sail Away, it's a long round one. And I'm sure it'll be beautiful when it's finished, so we just gonna work on it sometime next year. So I haven't decided. I still am thinking and thinking and thinking. I'm trying to decide if I want to do rounds again next year, or if I want to do like make myself like work on. Excuse me. Or make myself work on a square and a round. You know what I'm saying? Like at the same time. Like once I like work on a square and a round. If I finish a round, then start another round. If I finish a square, start another square. I've been thinking about that. That will still make me work on the rounds, and I won't have to work on just rounds. But then it's like the squares that I do are so big that I don't, I feel like I'll get engrossed in them and won't hardly do the rounds because I don't like the rounds. So I don't know. And then I keep buying rounds. So let's talk about purchases while we're at it. So since I talked to y'all last, we um we had the Halloween drop. Um, Diamond Art Club dropped 30 canvases. Um, I looked at them and I really liked I like the one Miss Butter D, the one that's Boo Cafe, but it was around. So I kind of was like, eh. And then I liked um, Potion Room. I also liked the You May Arts one. And then, those were my favorites. And so, but I also kind of had my eye on the mystery one because if it's the image that it could be, then I would want that image because it had like a kitchen and stuff like that, which I don't know, but I bought it anyway just in case it is. If it's not, I won't die. So when Saturday came around, I bought two canvases, and it was cool that we got a 20% discount. So I bought Mystery Kit 94, which was the Cozy Autumn, and I bought Potion Room, which was from the Goo family. And then I started feeling regret for not buying Yume. And then I kind of wanted, I love the image for the Boo Cafe. And it's like I voted for the Boo Cafe when we had the voting was up. But at the same time, then they made it in a round and I didn't want the rounds. So I did a second order while the 20% was still going on. And I got and you may have came back in stock because you may have went out of stock. Let me just say that. You may went out of stock. But when it came back up in the restocks, I grabbed Yume and I grabbed Boo Cafe. So I went ahead and bought the Boo Cafe. So I said all that just to say that is another round now that I have. It's just like, I don't know, y'all. Now, again, I don't have nearly, I probably have 1/3. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I probably have 1/3 of the amount of rounds as I do squares, but still. So that's where I'm at. I didn't bought more. I bought more rounds, and the you may one is called pumpkin season. It's one she with the little girl standing there with them two knives, and I said that is freaking cool. I like that one, so I went ahead and we got that one. Okay, let's move this. Right now, I am. I didn't even tell y'all what I'm doing. Of course, I have my Bajou Bliss design trays, and I just ordered two more trays. I ordered two long narrows. I want to try the long narrows because when I've been using this 15 placer, it's so long sometimes. If I want to just pick up four drills, the drills have to be like, so far down the tray. So I'm figuring when I get the long one, that's just going to knock that problem out. So I did order two more of these. I ordered a lime shimmer and one of the autumn colors. I can't remember the name of the color, but it looked real pretty. So I can't wait to get that. Oops. I'm always bumping something. Okay, let's get this on here. Get this lined up, y'all. And I don't know why, like when I did this first section, this was never a problem, but for whatever reason, this section, I have been putting black where the brown goes, brown where the black goes. I'm working with two colors right now. I'm working with 310 and I think it's 3371. Let me see. Okay, I probably should not have moved that. That was stupid of me. And I'm telling what y'all are seeing now, and I'm sorry. I guess I need to kind of look. I'm gonna look. I'm sorry. I'll just cut this out for the video. So I'm working with 3371 and 310 at the same time because they're close to one another and they're kind of like outlining colors. So I'm just working with them. I should not have moved. I did. Okay. I just keep putting them in the wrong spot, and then I don't know if anybody else does this, but when I remove the colors, I usually cut my light pad off, get the flashlight on my phone, and shine it on the canvas because it shows the colors better, and it also will show the background behind the drill. And then I'll pick off with my blunt tweezers all the ones that don't belong, that are where they don't belong. And I just put down a brown where it didn't belong, but I'll get it off. It's that one right there. I'm gonna go ahead and lay these black ones down first. I think this weekend is Tennessee State's homecoming. I never go to the games or nothing like that because I have never been a football fan my whole life. But when I lived in Nashville, I would go down. I would go down to Jefferson Street because they always have all these food stalls up, and they will be selling like Polish sausages with onions and peppers, and some of them, like Chicago style ones, will put like meat on top of it, or they will have like just different food. And I love to eat. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Shanta, and I love food. I love anything food. I love to eat food, cook food. I love diamond paintings with food. I love learning about food. I literally have a food encyclopedia. Since if it's something I don't know, I like to look it up. It's probably why I work in a store, grocery store. I love food. That's a fun fact about me. I probably need to put my glasses on because I normally have this board closer to me. I have it further away because. So how about this? I'm just not gonna work that far away, and then I'm not gonna have to worry about it. I'm gonna keep going up. I'm coming out. Okay, so we're gonna work on the black right here. Or I might just do another color. I could do that too. Something that's like in this area right in front of me. Also, I love doing jigsaw puzzles. Have been doing jigsaw puzzles my whole life, and I like to do large piece ones. And it's the lady on YouTube I like to watch. Her name is Karen Puzzles, and um she has started doing another gigantic puzzle, which the one she's working on now is 9,000 pieces. And she's working on a puzzle that I have, a different puzzle, but it looks just like her puzzle. It's like the same look of it, but it's not the same puzzle. There's 4,000 pieces, and I pulled it out, and I really want to work on it again. Um, when I work on puzzles, though, I have to work on the table I record on. So right now, I was working on a Spider-Man 2,000 piece puzzle that I had put away, but I have pulled it back out. I'm going to finish that one first, and then when I finish that one, I'm going to work on this 4,000 piece puzzle. And what I do when I work on really big puzzles is I build a puzzle board with foam core, and then I work on top of the foam core. And so when I make videos, I'm either going to move the foam core off of the table, or I'm literally going to buy like another piece of like probably poster board, not foam core, and just lay the poster board, like probably get like black poster board and lay it on top of the puzzle and just record on top of it. I have that's because I record my videos downstairs on my dining room table, and I really need to get a table for in here where I can puzzle on, and I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go like to Ashley's and get me a big old table because it takes a really big table. I really need a table like I got in my kitchen, a big square table. So that's probably be one of the next furniture purchases I make. Is just get me a table that can come up here, and that can be my puzzle table. And my fiance, he looks at me like sometimes like I'm crazy when I tell him the stuff that I have planned on doing. But like diamond painting, doing puzzles. I enjoy doing those things. It's fun to me. Like I've never been the kind of person that like goes out to parties and stuff like that. I will go out and eat dinner. Now I'm not gonna say I wouldn't do that. I will go out to eat dinner. That's another thing I love to do. But as far as just like going out and spending money and just I don't know, this has never been me. Never. I've always been like a more of a person to stay inside, do puzzles, crochet, knit. When my middle daughter Nika, when she was a teenager, we took knitting classes together at Joann's. She still knits her own dish rag. She don't buy a dish rag. She knits her own to this day. And she is 26 and she knits. No, I'm wrong. She turned 27 this year. And she knits her own dish rags. She's my daughter that is the most like me. Um, she likes diamond paint. She just doesn't have the time to do it with my grandbaby and the way her job is. But she does like it. So I don't think I'm not gonna say I don't think. I know she doesn't like it. Like I like it, but it's something that she would do. Yeah, she likes little crafts and doing little crafty stuff. So she reads books. She's my only kid that like read a book. So she is the most like I'm still holding out for Avery. I always tell people it's not necessarily about reading, it's about finding something that you enjoy reading. Something that holds your interest and then you'll want to read it anyway. I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm talking about the puzzle. So I was looking online as well just to see if any new large puzzles have come out, and they really have. They have a lot of new ones out. But then I said, Shanta, you have tons of large puzzles. Work on the ones that you have. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna buy a new large, and I was going to. It's this Pokemon one I want really bad. I'm gonna be honest. I still might buy the Pokemon one. I'm not gonna buy any other ones because I was gonna buy a few. But I think I may still get that Pokemon one, but I'm not 100%. It's a 5,000 piece, and it looks so fun. But while I was looking at the paintings, my favorite puzzle maker is Ravensburger. Their puzzles are really good quality. They look good. They always look like the picture. Pieces are thick, stuff like that. And they're actually made, I think, in Germany, or at least the companies in Germany. And in today's day and time, they're probably not made in Germany. But, they do have Ravensburger in Germany. But what's cool is they have a lot of 1,000 piece puzzles by Dean McAdams. And Dean McAdams, if you do Diamond Art Club, he has that Alice in Wonderland painting that's really whimsical looking. And I just bought it recently in a D stash. Um, so I do own that one. And then I found they had I guess I need to look up his art because I've never looked at his art. And he has a lot of whimsical paintings I wish DAC would do now. Like he has a Red Riding Hood. He has just all different kinds, different fairy tales. But they had one for him for Halloween. It's 1,000 piece, and I bought it from Amazon, and it hadn't come yet. It was supposed to. When I ordered it, it said it was gonna come like the next day, and it didn't even come. And I was saying like October 20th, cause I want to do that one. I'm going to, I think do that one in a whipping chat or something. It'll be fun, something different. It'd be puzzling chat. And then I found Magical Potions, that one that's by, I think it's Nathaniel Morrison. They have that in 1,000 piece puzzle. So I bought that one. That one's already come. And I do not own that one as a diamond painting. I mean, and they literally have the Alice in Wonderland one as a puzzle, the Dean McAdams. I just, didn't get that. But I might, I don't do too many 1,000 piece puzzles because I think it'd be too easy. But I haven't done one in a long time, so I'm gonna do these two first and see if is it worth me buying any more. So And then these two, when I got them, they were buy one get one 50% off. So one of them was like $17, and then I got the other one for half off. So I figured that's not bad. So I was happy with that. See, I think I'm gonna do the Halloween one whenever it comes in. Do that as a whipping chat. Probably won't be able to finish the whole puzzle in one video, but I might. I doubt it though. It depends on how easy it is. I feel like it's gonna be super easy, but then when I get it, y'all, maybe it'll be hard and it'll shut my mouth up. But I mean, I'm used to doing like now. Right now, I'm working on a Spider-Man puzzle, and it's kind of whooping me. But that puzzle is just it's kind of hard. I should have brought the box so y'all can kind of see what I'm talking about. But it's like if you I don't know if you really know a lot about Spider-Man, but Spider-Man has like I think it's called a multiverse, where it's like different worlds, and each world has a different Spider-Man. And so this particular puzzle, I bought it from Walmart, and when I tell you, it's like a gazillion different Spider-Mans, and half of them have the red Spider-Man on them, and it's just so. And some of them are black, and then you got Venom, and so I'm working on it. I got a lot done yesterday from where I started it. So, but then I don't want to take up all my diamond painting time puzzling either, cause I got stuff I'm trying to get done this year. It's just not enough hours in a day. I normally, like I said, I normally work 50 hours plus a week. I definitely work 50, but usually I work plus 50 plus. Not that I want to, not voluntarily. It just happens. That's why I try my best to get all my work done before it's time for me to get off. Because working over, you're not getting paid. They don't pay you a second over. Even when they like, we get forced to work 6 days. Once, like for instance, I'm on vacation now. And actually, now I think about it, I don't think she worked Jesus 6 days. I need to ask him. But I'm not gonna be working 6 days if she ain't working him 6 days. I need to find this out. But when somebody goes on vacation, we have to work 6 days, which I don't think is right. I feel like my company needs to hire more people, or it's stores that have three managers where we only have two. They should be sending somebody. So to me, that's some crap, and I really am tired of it. But that's why I go to work late. I don't care. Don't say nothing to me because I'm gonna say I'm just getting my time back. I usually, I not say usually, I only go late when I'm closing when someone else is there. I never do it if I'm the only person there because that's not right. But if I'm the closer or if I come in like a mid, I come late. And my boss does not care. Now someone above her might care, but my boss does not care because she knows. She's like, girl, I don't care. But yeah. And me and my boss, we've been getting along better, so I'm glad about that. I've been trying to just keep my mouth shut and just do, you know what I'm saying? Just do my job. Try not to give no opinions because I realize she does not want my opinion. So, and I don't care. I don't have to give it. I don't. It's her store. Run it, sister. So I just do my job, do what she asks me to do, and keep my head down. And then let me see. I didn't some more stuff. Okay, let me tell y'all this now before I'm thinking about it. In my last video, I mentioned um. Ooh, okay, some just dropped this. Okay, I dropped some. I do the same thing, y'all. When y'all not on the camera, then when y'all are, I always drop something. That was my iPad falling off the table. It's not broke. It's carpet in here. It falls all the time. Lots of time, if I'm like listening to an audio book and I'm not looking at it, I just set it on my little stand. That way, it'll be out the way. So I talked to y'all. I said I was gonna go back and tell y'all why health saving cards are annoying when you're a cashier, and I never went back to it. So let me explain that. I'm glad that the health savings card exists. Not an issue. If it helps feed people, I'm happy. But my problem with the health savings card is when people use the card, they pick up all this stuff Matter of fact, this is a pet peeve just in general. People do it another reason, so I'm gonna explain that to you too. But let me stay on this one tangent first. So they go and they pick up all these items, and then they get to the counter and they don't know what is a health saving card, what isn't a health saving card. And so first, before we got this, now we can the receipt print and tell us what it's paying for. But when they first got those health saving cards, we didn't have the ability, and the customer would expect for us as the cashiers to know what their card would pay for. Like, how will we know that? I don't get a health savings card. I've never seen this before. I don't get this assistance. So that's your responsibility as a customer to know what items your card will pay for. And it's so annoying. So then they started where you had to pay with the food stamp card first and then you use your health savings card if you want to use them both in the same transaction. So then what's the point in doing that? Because you know the food stamp card is going, especially if you got a large balance, is going to pay for everything. So then they want to just use the health savings card, but if it's anything left over, if it's $5, they don't want to pay for it. So then you have to find the item that's $5, take it off, and then they'll ring up the rest of the stuff and pay for the food card. It's so annoying. It's like it's not my responsibility as a cashier is to get your items, ring them up, and tell you have a nice day. It is not my job to know what your card will or won't pay for. It's not my job. Those things are not my job. I'm sorry, it's not. And then my next pet peeve I'm gonna tell you, and this is something especially people do this all the time. And I don't know why. They go and they pick up all these groceries, and they get to the line, and they be looking at the screen, and they putting stuff on the belt, putting stuff on the belt, and then they don't buy half of what's in their cart, and somebody's got to put them groceries back up. It's like, stop picking up stuff when you know you don't have enough money. You know you got $150. Then quit picking up $300 worth of groceries like that's magically gonna be $150. I wish we could charge a restocking fee because it is very annoying and it's very hard. You got to get the cold stuff and frozen stuff put up immediately. That's gonna take a bagger from somebody. It's ridiculous. I cannot. That gets on my nerves. That is now. I don't mind if you put back a couple things, but these people are not putting back a couple things. They're putting back the whole cart. The whole cart they're putting back, and I'm over that. Now me grumping about it ain't stopping it because it still happens, but I cannot stand it. Don't nothing make me mad. But yeah, that health savings card is something else. And then they'll think they got so much money and don't have this amount of money, and again expect us to know. Like, how would I know that information? I don't know that information. I'm so sorry. And I try to be kind, but then it starts getting on my nerves, and at that point I'll be a little snippy. So that's my pet peeve about the health saving cards. I'm glad they have them. I'm glad they help people eat, but it's not my responsibility to know what your card will and will not pay for. I'm just sorry, it's not. It's just like people with food stamps. They know what food stamps. They know what food they can get on a food stamp card. They're not asking me. And weak people do it sometimes too. It's like, I know when you get on WIC, they give you like a folder and tells you every single thing you can buy. They don't give us that folder, but they give it to you. So I'm sorry, I don't know. I know some things just because it's been that way for years. But now with WIC, you can get so many items. I myself don't know everything they can get, and I really don't. Like, and I've been on WIC before when I was younger, and I know, I knew about the formula and this and that. But now, I mean, they're getting fruits and vegetables and just different stuff that you couldn't even get on WIC when I was young. So yeah, WIC is on the come up. But again, you have to know what you can get. There's no way that I can know that. I can tell you if it won't ring, and I can tell you what did ring and what it says you have on your card, but I don't know the exact items that it allows. And some stuff though is just common sense. If you got a whole bunch of junk, then you know it's not finna all that junk is not finna go through. And that's the same thing with that health savings card. I was surprised one day they let a lady get some ice cream because sometimes, and I think it depends also on the whatever type of car it is. And then I'm not even sure about this because it's some people that can get ice cream, and it's some of them cars you can, if it's not healthy, you're not getting it. So I thought or assumed, which assuming is bad because you know what assuming can do. But I assumed that you couldn't get it unless it was something healthy. But I've seen people get ice cream on it. So, like I said, I don't get the card. I don't know. Oops, I just did it. I just finna start it, y'all. Finna start putting the wrong color on the wrong thing. I'll do it in 2 hot seconds. But I don't know because I don't get the card. It's not like the card, the people that make these cards send out or send us information and say, here, this is what, and if they did, that would be nice. And then I would be able to help people, but that's not how it works. We're just a store. We don't know. And so when people, especially older people, they want to get smart with you when you don't know. And there's no way for me to know. And then y'all, I stopped the shoplifter. And I don't, it's like when you're in the heat of the moment, you don't be thinking. You don't be, so let me explain. So I was up by the check lanes. I can't remember what I was doing, but it's like a path between the check lanes and some dump bins, and my cart was blocking it. So this man, he was leaving and I wasn't paying no attention. He bumped into me. He apologized and I said no worries. And I kept doing what I was doing. But something was like, Shanta, look at that man. And so I went from around my buggy and looked around the corner, and the man had, well, at that first glance I couldn't tell exactly how many he had, but I could tell he had some dime beads and he had like laundry pods. Look like, from what I can see, maybe game. So he's going around because I blocked the path. So I run straight through another check lane and I get in front of him at the exit. So I'm standing in front of him and I'm like, I said, you haven't paid for that. He was like, yes, I have. I said, no, you haven't. And I said, well, where's your receipt? He was like, I don't remember what he said. I was like, well, give me. I said, give me my stuff back. He wouldn't give it back. So I'm in front of this man, y'all, acting like I'm playing basketball, like with my arms. Just imagine me with my arms out, because you're not supposed to like touch shoplifters. They don't want my job. Don't want you to touch them. So I got my arms out like I'm playing basketball, like I'm blocking in basketball. Moving in front of him every single which way he go. Now he could have pushed me, but he didn't. And I just, and instead of me just ripping the bags off his hands, because the bags are thin and cheap, they were just ripped. So I finally did rip one of the bags. So the four, and it was the big old bottles of the scent beads. Four of the gang scent beads just fell in the ground. But at that point, then he started really, he was running in, he ran around me. But then he got the game pods and tire pods, whatever kind of pods it was, and they were big containers too. I could have ripped all of it. I just wasn't thinking. You just get in the heat of the moment, and you're not thinking. I mean, I don't know. So I was mad at myself because I could have got all the stuff back. Even I normally say don't worry about it because I feel like if, and this happened like we have security, but the security don't come until 12. And I promise y'all, this happened like 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes before security got there. Like people that steal, they know we don't have security. They know when to come in and try to steal, which makes me even madder. But at the same time, I feel like why? And I normally I don't even chase after people. I really don't. But I think because he bumped into me, and then I really seen him, I'm just like I can't let him just get by. And then, but normally I don't know. I try not to even worry about it because at the end of the day, it's not my money. And if you and the company, when I don't care about their own product, why am I going to be worrying about it like that? Now, granted, by being a manager, you're responsible for the shrink, but at the same time, how am I responsible for the shrink when you all don't give us the tools to help stop shrink? So we haven't had people pushing out the emergency exits anymore. And I think it must have been the same group of people because the last time when the man came in and did it, or he was going to do it, the security was there and they know this man's name and everything. They got warrants out on him, but I guess the police just hadn't picked him up. And when he came in here, um, the loss prevention yelled him by his first and last name. That man ain't been back since. So I don't know what it is, what happened with that, but that has stopped the push outs of the emergency exits. We haven't had another push out since that day. And I think it's funny. He called him by his first and last name. And it'd be cool, it'd be nice if when you see somebody, you could call the police and the police get there quick enough, but they don't. So it's like a waste of time. It's these little bad kids that be in front of the store asking people for money. And when I say bad kids, they're not old. They probably about, I would say the oldest they could be is about 10 or 11. They're not even old as Avery. They're younger than Avery, I believe. Maybe one of them is Avery's age. And one Saturday, this man was finna give him some money. And they snatched all his money. I mean, but by the time you call the police, they're gone. And so we don't let them. We try, to run them off. So last time when I was opening, I told them, I said, I've already called the police, but I am gonna give y'all y'all got y'all chance to get on out here and go. If not, you're gonna get picked up. And they went on ahead and left. But they bad. That's some bad kids. And this is my thing. Like, where are your parents? Why do your parents let you run around by yourselves? Y'all can literally get kidnapped. But yeah, they just run around. And this is like what I consider not a good part of town. I wouldn't let my child walk 10 feet down the sidewalk by herself in this town, in this part of town. I don't care. I wouldn't. I don't know if anybody that listens to me, if you live in Nashville, but the area is in Madison on Gallatin Road, and there's no way. Wouldn't do it. I don't remember if I told you about once. Yeah, I think I did tell you about the man calling 911. Well, I have read some good books too lately. It's the artist I really like. Her name is I hope I'm saying it right. Shari. Maybe Shari Lapena. Hope I'm saying it right. Shari. It's Shari. I might be saying it wrong. I think Lapena is right though. Lapena. She's an artist. I've read a lot of her books. I just read A Strangers in the House. It was really good. I didn't know exactly what was going on, but I did guess the villain at the beginning, and I was right. I just was wrong about what I thought happened, but I still guessed who the crazy person was at the beginning. I guessed it about an hour and 10 minutes in. I think that's right. So it was good. It's called A Strangers in the House. Highly recommend. And then I read another book called Sometimes I Lie. It's by Alice Feeney. That book was really good. It could be triggering though. Um, so I just want to mention that if you get triggered by, I don't know, I don't want to trigger nobody by saying this. Let me just say what I'm going to say could be possibly triggering. I'm sorry, and I apologize, but it does have sexual assault in there. It doesn't really describe it, but you know what I'm saying. But you know it happened in two instances, so I'm just throwing it out there. And it made me mad. Books make me mad, and then I quit listening for a minute, and I have to go back to it. It pissed me off. But sometimes I lie. And what made me read that book was on Facebook. It's like a psychological thriller Facebook group, and I'm not a member of the group, but lots of times the posts will pop up on my timeline, and the first page of the book was like I can't remember, but it was like three little things. Like the first, it was like my husband doesn't love me. This, and the last one was like sometimes I lie. It was good. So it did not end anything like I thought it was gonna end. It didn't happen anyway how I thought it was gonna happen. So I say sometimes I lie. Highly recommend. The author is Alice Feeney. And then right now I'm listening to The Woman in the Window. It's by AJ Finn. This was turned into a TV show on Netflix. I've already looked at the TV show, and it's like it was had one season, but it ended, but it never did another season, so it's kind of weird. Um, but so far it's interesting. It's for me, what I remember about the series is what's happening in the book is definitely different than the series. So, but so far the book is pretty good. But I'll let you know if I recommend it. I just started. I'm probably about maybe about 3 hours in, three or 4 hours in. I think it's an 11-hour book. Right now, all she's doing is looking at people through her camera lens and drinking wine with her medicine. Crazy, but that's what she's doing. When I got up this morning, I made me some sweet potato pecan muffins. They're really good. I ate that and a piece of sausage for breakfast. And I guess it was not this morning. It was more like this afternoon because it was after 12, I think, when I started. Well, probably about 11:30 when I started, and after 12 when I ate. Then I took me a nippy nap in this chair. And I'm real quick to take a nap in my diamond painting chair. It's really comfy. And I bought me a new footstool just better than my old one. It's taller, so keeps my legs elevated better, which helps with my circulation. Let me see. I also want to tell y'all about tea. If anybody likes iced tea, I love iced tea, and I like to make my own iced tea rather than buy. If I buy it, I'll buy Milo's. I don't know if Milo's is in every part of the country, but it's in the South. I think it's based out of Alabama. But Milo's sweet tea to me tastes the closest to home brewed tea. And I only like home brewed tea. Like I don't like Lipton's tea and stuff like that. It just has an artificial weird taste to me that I don't care for. But it's a sweet tea brand, and I found it on Facebook. It's called Y'all Sweet Tea, and you order it online. And you get it comes. See if I can explain. It comes in this like a bag. Inside the bag, I think you get 10 bags that make a gallon of tea a bag, and it comes in all these flavors. Like they have peach, mango, raspberry, blueberry, and then I just bought watermelon. So I just made the watermelon one today, and it tastes pretty good. I haven't like drunk a whole glass. I tasted when I was putting the sugar in it. So when I get off this video, I'm gonna go make myself a glass of watermelon iced tea. Yes, I am. Trying to think if I've been watching anything on my iPad that's really good. I've been trying to catch up on my my YouTube videos. So I've been doing that. And I realize now, because I've listened to a few of my friends' videos, I've got to do better at letting people know that I'm watching their videos. Because I watch a lot of people, and I have a habit of I like to listen to them in the car. But when I'm in the car, I can't like and give a comment. I just can't because I'm driving. So I need to start going back and liking and commenting on videos because I do. I watch a lot of people, but I guess y'all don't know it because it's like I'm solidly watching. I think I may have messed up again with the color, and I think I did. I'm so sick of myself, y'all. Make sure though. Yep, we messed up. We put black on brown. know why it's been a problem. It was not. This did not happen that other time on this other half of maybe 1 or 2 times. This time around, I don't know why it's happening so much. I don't know. But I've got to do better. Okay, so we're trying to do the brown. I moved the black out the way. So I'm gonna do all the brown. Then put the black back in front of me and work on the black. So yeah, I've got to do better about commenting, even if it's just putting a heart up. Cause like usually when I watch people's videos, especially when people are talking, I like to comment as I'm watching. That way I can, if someone asks me a question, I can just answer it. But after I've watched the video and time has passed, I have forgotten all them questions. So at that point, I'm just throwing some hearts up there, just so you know I'm watching and I'm looking. And I always I can like on my phone pretty easy, but I cannot. It's too hard to type comments. I can't just push the like button. But yeah, I gotta do better. I've got to do better. And I got my hair braided this week. I don't know what's going on with the hair braiders, but like I said, I think I talked about me getting my hair braided. We've been getting a hair braided from the same girl, but she's moved like an hour and 40 some minutes away, so that's like too far. So my daughter helped me find somebody last minute. I liked the lady, so I was definitely was gonna let her do Avery's hair going forward, and then but I was gonna let her do my hair too to see if I liked how she did mine. So I tried to get an appointment for this week, last week, and she done moved. It literally hadn't even been like 2 weeks since she's moved. So I had my daughter send me some people, and so I finally found one that I got my hair done with this week. And it's okay, but I don't like it as much. It was way, 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 way more expensive, and I don't like the way she did the end. She kind of, I had to number one, I had to pay for curls on the ends. I've never paid for curls on the ends before, and then she burns the hair and then curls it. I don't know. I just didn't like her as much. And I know it's just silly, but she braided her house, which is fine. Her bathroom was nasty. I didn't like that neither, so I'm not going back to her. So I gotta find somebody else now. It's like I don't know. I'm thinking I'm probably not gonna get my hair braided again. I'm just gonna find somebody to do Avery's and just be done with it. Like my fiance likes it that I got it braided, but I feel like it's wasting money. Before I've never spent money on my hair. I wear my hair in a ponytail and I'm done with it. Now, like this costs $240. That's too much to me, and I was paying like 100 and something. I was paying like 200. The price I pay for my hair is almost what I was paying to get me and Avery's hair braided. So I think I'm probably just gonna get Avery's hair braided, and I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna save my monies because to me that's like I don't know. And the ponytail is easy. It's not hard. So not as easy as these braids, but it's pretty easy. And I gotta see how long these are gonna last. Cause my other braids would last a long time. We gonna see. Well, I am gonna have to get off of here. I think I waited too late to record, and I have got to start dinner. So I am gonna end this here. I just want to thank everyone for taking the time out of their day to watch my video. I really do appreciate it. Hope everyone is having a great day today, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.